The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, have once again found themselves at the centre of controversy, this time, with UK members of Parliament, MPs, demanding legal scrutiny for alleged violations of US laws. The once beloved royal couple, who stepped down from their royal duties in 2020 to start a new life in California, are now facing accusations that threaten to tarnish their already polarizing public image. Critics argue that Meghan Markle, in particular, has played a leading role in steering the couple into murky territory, raising questions about her influence and intentions. The calls for legal action stem from allegations that the couple may have engaged in activities violating U.S. lobbying and tax laws, particularly concerning their high-profile political activism and non-profit organization, Archewell Foundation. Meghan's increasingly vocal presence in American politics, combined with the couple's lucrative media deals, has sparked outrage among some British members of Parliament, who view their actions not only as a betrayal of royal traditions but also as a potential violation of legal boundaries. This controversy has reignited public debate over the couple's transition from royal life to private enterprise, with many questioning whether Meghan's American upbringing and Hollywood ambitions have pushed the couple into ethically and legally questionable pursuits. Critics argue that Meghan Markle's rise from Hollywood actress to royal renegade has been marked by a pattern of calculated moves, many of which have drawn ire from both sides of the Atlantic. Since her marriage to Prince Harry in 2018, Meghan has been accused of wielding undue influence over her husband, encouraging him to abandon royal traditions and embrace a lifestyle that some see as opportunistic and exploitative. For instance, Meghan's decision to align herself with prominent American political figures, including lobbying for paid parental leave in the U.S. Congress, was seen by many as a breach of royal protocol. The British royal family traditionally remains apolitical, yet Meghan's actions blurred the lines between personal advocacy and political lobbying. UK members of Parliament have pointed out that such activities may have violated the Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA, a U.S. law requiring individuals acting on behalf of foreign entities to register with the U.S. Department of Justice. While Meghan has denied acting on behalf of the British monarchy, her title as Duchess of Sussex complicates the matter, as it inherently ties her to the royal institution she claims to have left behind. This isn't the first time Meghan's ambitions have raised eyebrows. Many royal watchers and political analysts believe her transition to the U.S. was less about seeking privacy and more about leveraging her newfound platform for personal gain. The Archewell Foundation, for instance, has come under scrutiny for its financial dealings and lack of transparency. Critics allege that the foundation operates more like a public relations tool than a genuine charitable organization, raising questions about how funds are allocated and whether the couple is profiting from their non-profit activities. The Archewell Foundation, established by Harry and Meghan in 2020, was initially marketed as a vehicle for global change and philanthropy. However, its operations have been marred by accusations of self-promotion and financial impropriety. UK members of Parliament and US watchdog groups alike have raised concerns about the Foundation's compliance with US non-profit laws, particularly regarding the use of funds for personal expenses or promotional activities. Tax records reveal that the Foundation has spent significant sums on administrative costs and public relations campaigns, with relatively little going toward direct charitable contributions. For example, in one fiscal year, Archewell reportedly spent millions on staff salaries and media production while donating a fraction of that amount to charitable causes. Critics argue that this pattern reflects Meghan's penchant for self-aggrandizement, using the guise of philanthropy to maintain a positive public image while reaping financial benefits. Moreover, the Foundation's partnerships with for-profit entities, such as Spotify and Netflix, have further complicated its status as a non-profit. Meghan and Harry's multi-million-dollar deals with these platforms have been criticized as a blatant monetization of their royal titles and personal stories, blurring the line between charity and commerce. UK members of Parliament have called for an investigation into whether these deals violate US tax laws, particularly concerning the use of non-profit resources for personal financial gain. Meghan Markle's foray into American politics has been one of the most controversial aspects of her post-royal life. In 2021, she wrote an open letter to U.S. Congress members advocating for paid parental leave, a move that many saw as a direct challenge to the apolitical stance traditionally upheld by the British royal family. While Meghan claimed to be acting as a private citizen, her use of the Sussex title in her correspondence raised questions about whether she was leveraging her royal status to influence U.S. lawmakers. UK members of Parliament have expressed concerns that such actions not only undermine the monarchy's neutrality but also potentially violate U.S. lobbying laws. The Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA, requires individuals representing foreign entities to disclose their activities to the U.S. government. While Meghan has repeatedly stated that she no longer represents the British monarchy, her continued use of the Duchess of Sussex title muddies the waters, making it difficult to separate her private actions from her royal identity. This political activism has also sparked criticism from Americans, with some accusing Meghan of hypocrisy. They argue that while she claims to champion equality and social justice, her privileged position as a royal-turned-celebrity affords her opportunities and platforms unavailable to the average person. This criticism has been amplified by reports of the couple's lavish lifestyle, including their $14 million Montecito mansion and frequent use of private jets, which many see as at odds with their professed commitment to environmentalism and social equity. Another major point of contention is Harry and Meghan's multi-million-dollar media deals with companies like Netflix and Spotify. These agreements have not only provided the couple with financial independence but have also fueled accusations of exploiting their royal status for profit. UK members of Parliament and royal experts argue that the couple's willingness to share intimate details about their lives, often at the expense of the royal family, demonstrates a lack of integrity and respect for the institution they once represented. The Netflix docuseries Harry, Meghan and Harry's memoir Spare were particularly controversial, as they painted a scathing picture of the royal family while simultaneously earning the couple millions of dollars. Critics have accused Meghan of masterminding these projects, using her storytelling skills to craft a narrative that casts her as a victim of royal oppression while conveniently omitting details that might contradict her claims. UK members of About have called for an investigation into whether these media deals violate US intellectual property and contract laws, particularly concerning the use of royal titles and trademarks. The Sussexes' decision to trademark their royal titles for commercial purposes has been widely criticized, with some arguing that it constitutes a form of brand exploitation that undermines the integrity of the monarchy. Public opinion on Harry and Meghan remains deeply divided. While some view the couple as courageous for breaking free from the constraints of royal life, others see them as opportunistic and disingenuous. Meghan, in particular, has been a lightning rod for criticism, with detractors accusing her of manipulating Harry and orchestrating their exit from the royal family for personal gain. Polls in the UK show a significant decline in public support for the couple, with many Britons expressing anger over their perceived hypocrisy and lack of accountability. Even in the US, where Meghan and Harry initially enjoyed widespread sympathy, their popularity has waned as allegations of legal and ethical misconduct have come to light. As UK members of Parliament continue to push for legal action against Harry and Meghan, the couple faces increasing pressure to clarify their activities and address the allegations against them. Whether through greater transparency in their non-profit operations or a more cautious approach to political activism, the Sussexes will need to navigate these challenges carefully to avoid further damaging their reputation. For Meghan Markle, in particular, this controversy represents a critical test of her leadership and integrity. While she has long portrayed herself as a champion of social change and empowerment, her actions must align with her words if she hopes to regain the trust of her critics. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding Harry and Meghan serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of mixing royalty, celebrity, and activism. As the couple continues to forge their path in the US, they must decide whether their legacy will be defined by genuine philanthropy and positive change, or by the scandals and accusations that have come to dominate their narrative.